There we are, right. We have the Spitfire pretty much nearly done and dusted. I've gone away and installed the landing gear legs on the bottom here. They need to be a touch weathering. Did actually add a bit of pigment onto the tyres just to give it that dirty look, so I think I'll just leave it at that. Probably do a bit more on the tail wheel, I haven't done anything for that. Machine guns I've actually painted up on the front here, and I even put the red marking things. I don't know what they were for. Apparently they were taped to cover from dust or dirt or something like that. I don't know, on the front. But there we are, I've just painted them red. They're just like that. Another thing is I've actually painted the prop. Pretty much I've done this actually historically correct. The spinner was actually cast metal across the front, so I put some chipping on that. Just not too much, a few here and there. I don't know if you can actually see on camera at all or not. No. No, workshop. But there, I put some chipping on the actual. Oh goodness me! Here we go. Let's try and focus this on. There we are. That's better. So I put some chipping just on the front of the nose cone, and also what I've also done. So if you notice across the surface of the props, I put some brown chipping. That's because the props were made of wood originally instead of metal. The first Mk.1s were, so just make it that a bit enthusiastic. Just there. Okay, so finally refocus this. So what we're going to do is going to start some weathering. I'm going to do some exhaust stains, but the first thing I'm going to do is I've got some XF55 just here, and I'm just going to start with the exhaust. A bit more pressure on that, sorry. Turn up a bit more. That's better. Now I just only want a tiny little bit. Just across there. Just across there, get some exhaust stain. Across this side as well. Just like that, and that'll be it for the main part. Well, main part of it, the slight start of it. Just a big exhaust like that, and yeah, that's well. What I'll do next is I'll probably take some, probably some NATO black, probably, and then just give it just a dusting over the top. Just empty this out. Just empty that out. Give it a bit of a rinse. And there. Now you do have to remember this. Well, being oh god, wasn't a good idea to do that. But there we are. Let's clean that. Good job, wasn't over the Spitfire. Okay, so let's clean that up. So there we are. Put the lid on that. So it's taken a while, guys. I've just, you can't rush these things, but there we are. Once again, I have to get this tool out again. Pre-hand this tool. I remember when I first started off, I had to get some clamps, and it took forever just to use one bottle of Tamiya paint. It'd probably take about half an hour to do one thing, so I can get the tops off. Okay. So give that a wipe down. I'm just going to use a touch of NATO black. There we are, that's spraying through perfectly. Just going to put that to a side so I don't knock anything else over. I've already knocked over this quick setting glue. Okie dokie. Same again on the sides here. It would have to, wouldn't it? Just a bit across there. And that side. Same again on this side. Like so, I kind of messed up that side. I did spray a bit out. Like so. Okay. Same again on the machine guns. Just light. Just light coat and drag it back. Probably done a bit too much there. Right. Sorry, I might have my head in the way, but there we go. Okay, so that's it, guys, on that side. Just probably might do a bit on this. Yeah, I'll probably have to just thin this down a bit more probably and then go over again. Just a bit too thick. Do the same for the injection holes underneath here. Same like the gear load, see it? There we have it, guys. So I'll probably just do a bit more. Just a bit there. Probably do a bit too much that side, crap. Hopefully it should wear out and no one notice, but I don't know. Just have to see. If not, I'll just have to give it a wipe down or something like that. But there we are. Smudge it back a bit more. Rightio, guys, that's it. Not the best weathering, I will admit, but better than nothing, as they say. Yeah, I've just oversprayed it just a bit on the edges there. Oh well. Right, right. I'll go carry on with the rest of the weathering. I'll probably do some chipping here and there. I'll see you in a bit. There we are, guys. Right, the Spitfire is pretty much all done. Let me just see if we get a different colour. How's that? Oh, actually, I'll just use a remote. Warm or cool? Do a mix. There we are. That's better. Okay, there's that. Too bright. There we go. Right, I'll just set that lighter. Right, so the Spitfire is pretty much almost done. I did go away and do all the little pieces, put the lights on, painted those up, done the canopies on, and even done a little leather handle on the top of the canopy there. And even the door on the side, as you can see. Right, so I'm at a stage now where I can start doing the rigging or the antenna wire on the back there. Not really much else I can do to it. I'll probably add a few chipping here and there, a bit more, but apart from that, I don't know. Okay, so I'm using something different today. It's the first time using it. It's instead of the normal EZ line use, I'm using this stuff. Okay, this is Uchi van der Rossen. This is called Rig That Thing. It's called. There's 3 different sizes they do. It comes in this obviously this bag. At the very bottom there's a bobbin. It's a bit like EZ line, except this is a fine one. This is, you get 2. You get obviously a normal coarse, I think. You get a fine and then a super fine. So apparently this is the best one for 148 scale. And I'm telling you guys, it is absolutely tiny. I can just barely see it on this line here. So that's perfect, better than the thick stuff I normally use. Okay, so this is the first time I'm using this, so I'll just put that to the side so I can see what I'm doing. Just having a look now. Get some tweezers out. Okay, it might be just off camera, this might be. Yeah, okay, so that's the end of the... Yeah, you can see it's very elasticated, this part is, guys. Very elasticated indeed. So, you can just... I don't know if you can see it on the end. Let me see if I can just refocus you guys on here. There we are. I don't know if you can see, but it is absolutely super fine across there. Yeah, there's absolutely tiny. Oh, my battery's running low, great. Okay, so I'll probably just move that across there a bit so you can see what's going on. I'm just going to take a blob of super glue. I'm using Gorilla Glue. I should be using other glue, but there we go. Just using a dollop of this and just put it on the end here. Like so. I'm just literally just placing that on the end. It's absolutely really fine, this, guys. Just a breath is just blowing out there, you can see. I've just pulled it off. Okay, pop the bobbin on the back of here. Just pull out a bit more. It's quite actually really fine, this is. Super fine indeed. And why is that just stuck to there? I do not know. Okay, just put a bit more glue on the end there. Okay, so just like that. Just going to pull it into the middle and just gently, just very gently, just tighten the end of it. There we go. So just let it dry from it. So yeah, it's absolutely really fine. This is, guys. It's actually a perfect aerial for your 1/48 scale. I think the ones the EZ line I was using was obviously for the large scale aircraft, but this is really actually, like I keep saying, it's really fine. Yeah, I don't have to think what super fine would be like, but wow. So yeah, that's that. I'm going to leave it to dry for a bit and come back in a second. Okay, so I think it's dry. Let me just see me wet in. And let me just tilt you guys upwards. Okay. That's that. Yeah, it is absolutely really fine, this, guys. You can't even see it. There we are. Put a shadow light, you can see that now. Really fine. Okay, so now what we're going to do, take it off there, and we're just going to tighten that up a bit. But it's so fine I can't even see it going on. I have to use a bit more glue actually as well. It's so fine I can't even see it on the actual. Yeah, my hands are just shaking now. Okay, so that's on top of there. Glue is on and drying. So there we are. Right. Wow. Okay, that was tense, literally. But I have to say, guys, from what you can see as well, that stuff there, Bill, is absolutely really fine. Not a problem with that at all. It is in black, but it's come up. I guess you can't see it, but there we are. Rightio, so that is a really good review from me. It is elasticated as well, so there's no harm in breaking the stuff. But yeah, that is really brilliant, guys. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to finish the rest of it off, and yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, guys. Right, right. Spitfire here. Last thing to do is literally that. There we are, guys. That is it. Spitfire is now done. Just take out a shot a bit more. There we go. Refocus you, sorry. Right, so there we are, guys. The Spitfire is done and dusted, and I have to say, even though the problem was I did get those cracks in the surface, they've kind of slowly ceased now. But all that detail, it really does take the eye away. Put this on the base. There we go. Okay, now that looks better. Turn it around for you guys. There we go. So to say, yeah, this is the Tamiya's old tooling, but I have to say, guys, it's one of the nicest Spitfires I have ever had the privilege of building. And if this was the old toolkit, I do not know, well, what's in store for the new tooling, I do not know. But by God, I'm in for shock when I get around to that kit. So I'm just trying to see so the light is not reflecting off there. There we are. So I have to say, I can't remember if I've used a bit of filler at all. I'm just trying to have a think. There's no. I probably used it a bit just there, probably just to get a bit of gap, a bit of sprue glue. Like I said, the only problems I've had is the paintwork here. That was down to my own error though. That was using the Humbrol clear gloss varnish. I don't think I'm going to be using that again. I think I'm going to be using the X22 from Tamiya now, because I've used it on the Polycarpov, which is just outside of here. I have to say, not a problem at all. Just twist it around for you. The only another downside is that there were no decals for the instrument panel. I've had to borrow them off a spare instrument kit. Well, I say a kit, I had to buy from a spare decals. But yeah, apart from that, guys, I think it's a brilliant build. Another thing down to my own error, I suppose, was the exhaust stains I put on the front here. Well, not exhaust stains, the gun smoke. I used a bit too much of it. Didn't want to have it much of that look, but I suppose if it was used in France and then onto Dunkirk, then I suppose there would have been a lot of active use with these aircraft. Operation Dynamo taking place, they would have Hurricanes and Spitfires going over every day. So same as the Battle of Britain. So I could claim that this was the end of Dynamo to Battle of Britain era, because 92 Squadron later had these changed. So from GR it changed to QV. So like I say, it was just at that time period. Yeah, apart from those minor little niggles, I think it looks okay, guys. The exhausts on the front, I painted them with a bit of gloss. Well, I used a bit of a paint, and the lacquer and the paint made it very shiny, so I was trying to tone that down a bit, but I think I might do that at some point when I get some rust effects. Probably a few pigments here and there. Tyres, absolutely detailed underneath. Yeah, apart from that, guys, that is it. Wow. I'm just trying to think. I can't think of any more niggles on this kit. Just trying to think. No, I can't think of any at all. It is absolutely brilliant, guys. So like I said, if that is the old tooling, then I dread to think what even the new tooling will be like. I'm just blown away. So, but the main person I have to thank in this video quite now is my love, Chelsea. She was the one who gave me this kit, and I was the one who obviously built it, obviously, for me. Decals, obviously I used the different ones. But yeah, I've had a whale of a time building this kit, so a big shout out to her for giving me this kit for our Valentine's Day. Not our anniversary, sorry. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it, guys. Brilliant kit, one of the best 148 Spitfires I've ever built, along with the Edward kit. So there we are. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you've learned something. If not, then please make it known in the comment section. Thank you very much, guys. As always, happy modelling, take care, and cheers and goodbye for now.